Oh my goodness. What's up, YouTube? I ain't speak to y'all for a while. It's your boy Spider Kel. I'm back with another movie review. We're gonna be talking about Avengers Infinity War. It might be a tad long. I don't know. I'm gonna try not to make it that long. But before I even start speaking about it, I just want to say, if you're watching this and you haven't seen the movie, just stop. Please stop. Stop watching this. Don't go to see, or don't watch any other reviews up talking about this movie. If you do, you're gonna ruin it for yourself. You cheated yourself. Stop. I promise you. I promise you. If you watch a spoiler review, you're cheating yourself. You're gonna cheat yourself out of the experience. I don't even know where to begin. This movie was like, how does Marvel do it, man? This movie was amazing. And I feel like it's crazy because, I'm always, when I talk about a Marvel movie, I'm talking about how amazing it is. But they usually are. They are. But this is just beyond. It's so beyond. It is so beyond. I learned so much from watching this movie. I learned so much. I understand now what Marvel is doing. I understand completely what Marvel is doing. This movie has no chill. It starts you off. It starts you off on the jump with chaos and death and destruction. It picks up where Thor Ragnarok left off, with Thanos, hovering over Thor's ship and the Asgardians. I also want to say real quick, if you guys saw any of my movie theories about this movie, I was right. Anyway, it picks off where Thor Ragnarok leaves off. Thanos and his the Black Order are the children of Thanos. What they call? I'm gonna call them Black Order because that's a cooler name, and that's the original name in the comics. The Black Order, they boarded the ship, and it seems as if every last Asgardian is dead, except for Thor, and except for, Heimdall and Loki. Anybody left over, they're shanking. I didn't see Korg, because Korg is supposed to be on the ship, or Meek, and they're supposed to be on the ship, after Thor Ragnarok. I didn't see any of them. That's why I'm watching this movie all weekend long, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, maybe not Saturday because I got some responsibilities, but if I can, I'm gonna see what I can do about it. I'm gonna see what I can pull. But I know I missed so much. It was so much going on. All right, so Thanos is on the ship. Him and his Black Order group, they are looking for the Infinity Gems. They board the ship because I guess he has the ability in the comics. Thanos has the ability. He has some kind of connection with the gems, where he can sense. He knows where each gem, fairly. He knows where each gem is located. He finds it's not the power gem. I think it was a space gem. Whatever gem the Tesseract is. Loki still had the Tesseract. Thor thought he didn't. Thanos made quick work of both Thor and Loki. Hawk ended up coming out of nowhere, and it was an awesome fight scene between Hawk and Thanos. And Thanos literally muffed his ass. He fucked Hawk up so bad that Hawk didn't want to Hawk out throughout the rest of the movie. Every time Banner, throughout the rest of the movie, every time Banner tried to summon Hawk, Hulk would just mutate his face just long enough to be like, no, he did not want to come out. He didn't want to come out. He was shook. But at the same time, all right. So, Heimdall used the last bit of his strength to open a Bifrost to teleport Hulk back to Earth, which cost him his life. Corvus Glaive. Thanos took Corvus Glaive and shanked Heimdall, killing him. That touched my heart. And then this guy, I can't remember. I think it's Ebony Maw. I think that's his name, Ebony Maw. He got TK powers in the movie. I don't know how he is really in the comics. Like his power, I think in the comics, his ability is more like almost like a Charles Xavier type thing. Like more like he attacks you through your mind, like things that you're not really seeing, you're experiencing, almost like a genjutsu in Naruto. For my anime and manga fans that what I'm talking about, my Naruto heads, like a genjutsu, in the comics, from what I've read, from what I've heard. In the movie, which is so much, and he seemed like he was so much more powerful. He had like TK, like super telekinesis abilities. Thanos gets the gem from the Tesseract. He has 2 at that point. He used the power gem to destroy Thor's ship and all the Asgardians in it. He kills Loki. Loki tries to shank him. He kills Loki with ease. Supposedly, he kills Loki. Thor managed to survive the explosion. And then, Thanos sends the Black Order to Earth. He said there's 2 gems on Earth. I want y'all niggas to go out there and get them. I'm going to Titan, and I'm going to handle my business out here in Titan. Y'all go and find my 2 gems, and I'm going to, start searching around out here and see if I can find, the remaining 2 gems. Because, like, 2... He already had 2. Yeah, and the remaining, like he went to go find 2, and the Black Order went to Earth to get those 2. And it just that level of excitement and action, it just maintains. They go to Earth. They go back to Hulk. Hulk crash lands in the Sanctorum where Doctor Strange is. And he slowly transformed, talking about Thanos is coming, and Wong and Doctor Strange looking at him like, who? There's little things about the movie that upset me. It upset me, not so much that it ruined the experience for me. It was just like, come on, bullshit. Because like in Doctor Strange knew, like he ended up learning about, different mystic and cosmic beings out in the universe. And that's really their role, is to protect the Earth from these said beings. But when Hulk crash landed in his Sanctorum, which I also didn't understand, because the Sanctorum is supposed to have some kind of spell protecting it, from being visible and from being infiltrated. He crashed into the building, and he was like, Thanos was coming. And Doctor Strange said, who's that? Like, what do you mean, who's that? Are you kidding me? You know about the Infinity Gems. You know about other cosmic beings. You fought a god, in your own movie, Damaru. Like, are you kidding me? Which it's so much. It's so much. So Bruce Banner now, he stays Bruce Banner throughout the whole movie. He gets Doctor Strange up to speed. Doctor Strange makes a portal to find Tony Stark. Fill Tony Stark in on what's going on. Tony Stark, he knew, but at the same time, he didn't know in fine detail, because ever since the first Avengers movie, afterwards in the Iron Man movies and in the other Avengers movie, I guess Thanos and Tony Stark been sharing a psychic link with each other. Thanos been like serving him like images of what he has planned and what he has planned for the people that he loves, you know, and the whole nine. Like he knows Tony, he knows about his life, the whole nine. He just been constantly feeding him images ever since, you know, the you know, what transpired in the first Avengers movie. Who shows up in New York? I can't remember the big dude's name, the really big Hulk looking motherfucker. He shows up in New York, and Ebony Maw shows up in New York. And then there's a big, beautiful battle between those two and Doctor Strange and Iron Man and Wong, and then Spider-Man shows up. Like these giant Independence Day looking ships that shaped like a fucking donut, a rotated donut, constantly appearing in different areas of Earth. And the first time they show up in New York. And Spider-Man jumps at the scene, heads towards that direction, meets up with Tony, Doctor Strange, and Wong, and a big battle ensued. And another pet peeve I have about the Avengers is the power scaling. The power scaling is so off. You know, in some ways it's great, and in other ways it's not. For example, like in this movie, Vision was useless in this movie. And he's a heavy hitter. He's supposed to be a heavy hitter. He was useless. You know, useless. You know, Captain America was way more valuable, you know, than Vision. You know, like he was useless. And it's funny because ever since Avengers Age of Ultron and Vision was introduced, and you know, they say he had a gem, you know, on his forehead, I knew he was gonna die. I said it then. I'm like, well, you're gonna die. If they really gonna make an Infinity War movie, he's dead. He has to die. Because you're not gonna make an Infinity War movie and Thanos is in pursuit of the gems and not actually show at least once what happens when he collects all the gems. Him collecting all the gems. Oh man. All right, let me get back on track. It's so much, guys. Let me see if I can remember what else. You know, battle ensues in New York. The Iron Man in the movie is finally the Iron Man that I've always, you know, came to learn and love. You know, the Iron Man before, like, even though the Iron Man movie was good, it's just the display of his tech just wasn't up to par to me. Now it absolutely was. He was able to form anything. It was like watching Mega Man, able to form a giant fucking blaster. He was able to, when he was flying and he wanted to go faster, he was able to form his legs together to make a giant freaking thruster, you know, to go faster and launch out. He was able to make an arm beam, 2 arm cannons, shit coming out of his back, making some kind of it was almost like these things came out of his back, and I swear I thought it was going to form the proton fucking cannon. But like whatever it was, that beam or waves or whatever it was almost like the fucking proton cannon. What else? With the power scaling, I feel like Doctor Strange is also extremely weak. You know, like Doctor Strange in the comic is always doing like some kind of crazy, you know, mystic arts type power or something. You know, like in the comics, he is like S tier. But in the movie, you know, like towards the end, he was a little bit more valuable, but in my opinion, he's kind of weak. Cause like for the most part, he keep doing like them hand shields, like in his Solo movie, or the freaking whip thing, you know. And throughout, whenever like he was confronted, that's what he did, you know. Like do other shit. You're supposed to be the sorcerer supreme, you know. You got all other kinds of shit, and he has the time gem. He was able to beat Damumaru. No, No! Oh God! Ah!